I welcome everybody. I love everybody. There was one person who was homophobic. And his religious beliefs would have him to believe that one of two things did not occur in that circle, and that was homosexual individuals or people that are infected with HIV and AIDS. Well, I didn't know this until after the session was over. And this person was like, my only encounter, because some of the participants are homosexual, and he's like, it's been years since I've had to be in the same room with a homosexual, and I didn't know that that was the dynamics of the group. He said, but I learned so much from this group of people. He said, because as one person voiced what they were going through, he said, I've never seen it in any church, any mosque, any synagogue, how everybody was there to help and guide and support that person through what it was they were going through. And so their new understanding and their new appreciation of being a homosexual and being infected with the HIV and AIDS was dramatically changed to one of acceptance versus fear that it's going to rub off either the disease or the preferred sexuality. So, and then another person was here who is a TV anchor in Tennessee. And he got the education that he needed because when he got back, his first assignment was with a person that was being recognized for her years in the community as being on the front for HIV and AIDS. So I like to expose people because too often we go by what Mama and them said about how we should react and what we're supposed to think about different individuals, which may or may not be the truth. So,
these were friends of yours that came with you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Recently, you had some special visitors. Talk a little bit about what that was about.
Yes, thank you. Oh gosh, it's been a few months ago. We had the Mansour of the health department of the Catholic Church, and he is responsible for overseeing all the health programs that they have and they administer. So his Mansour Darius, and I remember that because that's my grandson's name. But just really coming to get as much information and understanding around the HIV/AIDS, how it affects the community at large. And so what we did from the agency, we had the nutritionist, the staff members, and a couple of the participants. So everyone had a chance to talk with them about what life really was like with the virus, with the disease. And so he was able to draw his own conclusions. And I think one of the key learnings for him was that the treatment from a standpoint of death or dying didn't help, didn't benefit. And because the participants told them about that. You know, initially we just came and we just laid around and we ate and then we went home. But now that we have a structured program and you know, we've got to come up with goals and we got to open a bank account and we got to manage our money and we really got to work on things. What a difference that's made, because a lot of times the longevity of a person with HIV and AIDS is more impacted by stress than it is anything else. And so the acceptance and the love, the accommodating of individuals just where they are reduces their stress levels, and so that they get to live longer. And so with all of that understanding going in, and we've had some other individuals that come, Saudi Arabia, And one of their chief concerns was about sex education and the passing out of condoms. Because again, you're looking at countries or societies that would rather not talk about sexual activity, you know. And the Muslim community from Saudi Arabia was very much interested in how they can go back then and deal with the sexual education, short of passing out condoms and, you know, how they were going to get around that. So just a very interesting dialogue with the different international visitors that come and are seeking some type of input that they can go back and make a program that really works in their country. So.
Oh, that's cool. Do you think they received the information well?
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
And how did it make the clients feel to, you know, be able to provide that perspective for them? They talk about that at all?
It's another validation that their point of view, what they have to say is important, and somebody really does want to hear it. And so to be included in that arena was just like, wow. You mean I can say what I want to say? You know, so what we did for the month of November, it's a month of gratitude. That's our theme for the month. And each one of the clients were able to lead or facilitate a group. They had to put it all together. And we ran out of dates for November. So we went over until like the second week of December, hoping that we can get everyone that wants to participate an opportunity to lead a group session. And they've done such a variety of things, from singing or having people to sing to each other to a fashion show, you know, just so it's just been marvelous. It's been wonderful to see people come out, and they're visibly shaking, you know, like before they start, but they're so determined to work through it. They're like, I'm gonna stop shaking in a minute, so y'all just listen to me until I stop, you know. So the validation is awesome.